In the quiet of his organized home, Leonard sits absorbed in financial documents, a picture of calm concentration. The sudden buzz of his phone cuts through the silence, a harbinger of disruption. Leonard's eyes dart to the screen, his brow furrowing as he reads the message. The initial calm fades, replaced by a growing sense of shock that contorts his features. The weight of the message settles upon him, shattering the tranquility of his well-ordered world. Leonard receives a text message from Dana, shattering his world. Dana's cruel words flash across the screen. "I've met someone else. I've moved your things to storage. I'm happier now." Accompanying the message is a screenshot of a staggering 118, zero transfer, a final blow. Leonard's world crumbles as the weight of betrayal and financial ruin crashes down on him. The cold reality of Dana's actions sinks in, leaving Leonard devastated and alone. Silence fills the room, broken only by Leonard's shallow breathing as he grapples with the magnitude of his loss. Leonard stands silently within the storage facility, surrounded by towering stacks of cardboard boxes that hold fragmented memories. Dust motes dance in the pale sunlight filtering through a grimy window, casting long shadows across the room. He slowly pivots, his gaze sweeping across the cluttered space, a fragile tapestry of sadness etched upon his face. Beneath the sadness, a steely resolve hardens his features, hinting at an unyielding determination. Leonard, back in his office, is surrounded by a fortress of bank statements and financial records. His brow furrows with intense concentration as he meticulously examines each document. His fingers trace lines of numbers, each movement precise and deliberate. The air is thick with the weight of his focus, a methodical approach evident in every action. In his element, Leonard is the embodiment of unwavering concentration and methodical precision. Sunlight fills the law office as Leonard sits, an island of calm amidst the storm. Dust motes dance in the light as Leonard's steady voice fills the room, outlining the situation with precision. With deliberate care, Leonard slides a meticulously prepared document across the polished mahogany desk. The document moves smoothly, a silent testament to the preparation and thought invested. Miss Evans watches, her expression unreadable as she observes the advancing document. The sunlight catches the polished surface, reflecting the gravity of the moment. In the bank's sterile office, Leonard sits opposite the bank manager, determination etched on his face. Leonard's eyes narrow as he declares, "I need to freeze all joint accounts immediately and initiate inquiries into any suspicious transactions." The bank manager's expression hardens, absorbing Leonard's resolute demand. Papers spread across the desk become silent witnesses to Leonard's unwavering resolve. Leonard sits, a solitary figure consumed by the digital glow of his computer screen. He plunges deeper into Dana's world, where laughter and luxury intertwine in exotic locales. A recurring face emerges, Trey Harmon, embodying effortless charm and sculpted perfection. Together, Dana and Trey revel in a lifestyle of opulent excess, a stark contrast to Leonard's shadowed reality. Dana and Trey Harmon are seen outside a fashionable fitness studio, their expressions radiant with joy and freedom. The couple strikes a pose, their happiness infectious, as they capture the moment. Dana and Trey laugh, their carefree spirits shining through their poses. Their unity and joy are palpable as they continue to pose, creating lasting memories outside the fitness studio. Leonard sits amidst a sea of financial documents, a storm of confusion and anger brewing within him. His eyes dart frantically across the pages, each line deepening his growing unease. A sudden revelation as Leonard uncovers documents revealing multiple loans and credit lines. He recognizes Dana's signature, co-signing each agreement, a knot of disbelief tightening in his stomach. The fine print whispers a chilling truth: their marriage, a mere leverage for financial gain. Leonard reels from the revelation, the weight of betrayal crushing him beneath the suffocating reality. In the brightly lit law office, Miss Evans faces Leonard, a weighty file marking the tense divide between them. Sunlight dances through the room, illuminating the silent tension hanging in the air. With a deliberate gesture, Ms. Evans directs attention to the file, signaling the gravity of the situation. Ms. Evans reveals the stark truth: Dana has incurred significant debt to support Harmon's lifestyle. The weight of the revelation settles heavily in the room, each word a stark accusation. The file remains open between them, a silent testament to financial strain. In the stark confines of the fitness studio's back room, Dana and Trey face a looming crisis. The sterile white walls amplify the tension as Dana urgently declares, "We're running out of money!" her voice tight with frustration. Dana reveals the dire situation. Leonard is freezing everything. Trey listens intently, the weight of their financial predicament etched on his face. The oppressive atmosphere of the small room mirrors their escalating desperation. Leonard sits immersed in his investigation, a lone lamp illuminating his determined face. The desk is a chaotic landscape of evidence, each piece a breadcrumb in Leonard's relentless pursuit. His brow furrows deeper, a silent testament to the complex puzzle he's piecing together in the dim light. The pool of light around Leonard becomes a stage for his quiet, unwavering resolve. In the stillness of the night, Leonard's focus sharpens, each detail under scrutiny. In the courtroom, Leonard and Dana stand divided, their animosity palpable. Ms. Evans advances, slamming evidence of Dana's deceit before the judge. Evidence of financial infidelity and loan fraud sends shockwaves through the courtroom. All eyes fixate on Dana, awaiting her defense against the damning accusations. In the solemn courtroom, Dana stands alone, her attempts at self-defense faltering. Her voice wavers, betraying the lack of conviction in her words. She struggles to maintain composure under the court's intense scrutiny. The weight of the situation bears down as her arguments fail to resonate. In the courtroom gallery, Trey Harmon observes the proceedings, his expression betraying a growing unease. The weight of the trial bears down on Trey, each moment amplifying his worry. His gaze remains fixed, a silent storm brewing behind his eyes as the trial unfolds. Each word spoken in the courtroom seems to tighten the knot of concern in Trey's heart. Trey's worry deepens, casting a shadow over his features as the trial progresses. The courtroom drama intensifies, mirroring the turmoil visibly growing within Trey. Outside the fitness studio, a swarm of news reporters gathers, their cameras poised and ready. Dana stands beside Trey, a picture of strained composure amidst the chaos. Trey's agitation is palpable, his unease a stark contrast to Dana's attempt at calm. The media frenzy intensifies, the reporters' relentless pursuit capturing every flicker of emotion on Dana and Trey's faces. Dana tries to maintain her composure, but the pressure from the relentless media is evident. Trey struggles to contain his frustration as the reporters' questions and flashes intensify around him. In the warm glow of lamplight, Leonard stands serenely in his living room, untouched by the shadows gathering around him. The sudden ring of the telephone shatters the calm, its shrill tone a harbinger of the storm to come. Leonard lifts the receiver, his movements deliberate and calm, as if facing an expected guest. A voice crackles through the line, a venomous whisper that promises pain, yet Leonard remains unperturbed. Trey Harmon's voice echoes with malice. "You think you can just waltz in here and take what's mine? You've got another thing coming, Leonard." Leonard's face is a perfect mask of composure, absorbing the threat without a single flicker of fear or concern. Sunlight fills the law office as Leonard and Miss Evans meet. Miss Evans sits across from Leonard, the air thick with unspoken tension. Dust motes dance in the sunlight, a silent witness to the unfolding drama. Miss Evans declares firmly, Dana will surrender her claims and assume full responsibility for the debts. Her words hang in the air, heavy with consequence. Leonard observes Miss Evans, absorbing every detail of her statement. The courtroom is silent as the judge speaks. The judge announces the settlement agreement sealing Dana's fate. Dana sits defeated at the defendant's table, her shoulders slump, her face etched with defeat. Amidst the chaotic scene, Dana and Trey emerge from the courthouse into a storm of flashing cameras. Reporters surge forward, a sea of microphones thrust towards Dana and Trey. The air crackles with shouted questions, creating an intense auditory assault. Dana's expression is a mask of composure as she navigates the throng. Trey remains close to Dana, his posture protective as they push through the crowd. The courthouse looms in the background, a stoic witness to the media frenzy. Sunlight floods Leonard's new home, a modest haven of peace. Leonard begins to unpack, each item placed with care. With each box unpacked, a sense of calm washes over Leonard. Leonard pauses, a serene smile gracing his lips as he takes in the room. The room transforms into a sanctuary of hope and new beginnings for Leonard. Leonard sits alone in his sparsely furnished new home, the silence amplifying his solitude. Moonlight spills through the window, casting long shadows and illuminating the dust motes dancing in the air. His pensive expression deepens as he stares into the middle distance, lost in thought. The occasional creak of the settling house punctuates the heavy silence, a constant reminder of his isolation. He replays past events in his mind, a whirlwind of what-ifs and regrets swirling around him. Leonard embarks on a northbound journey, his car a vessel of escape from the sprawling cityscape. The cityscape diminishes, a reflection in the rearview mirror of Leonard's receding past. He ventures deeper into the open road, leaving behind the familiar embrace of urban confines. The highway stretches endlessly before him, a ribbon of possibility unfurling under the vast sky. Leonard's journey north symbolizes a departure, each mile marking a stride away from the city's grasp. Leonard arrives at a weathered cabin, a relic of time nestled deep within the silent woods. The cabin, a silent testament to time, stands weathered and worn. It was once shared with his late father, a poignant reminder of days gone by. Leonard pauses, his gaze lingering on the structure that holds echoes of laughter and memories. The cabin whispers stories of a life shared, a bond now only felt in the rustling leaves and creaking wood. Leonard sits quietly in a worn armchair, the firelight casting shadows around the cabin. Engrossed in his book, Leonard's face softens with a gentle smile. The fire crackles, filling the cabin with warmth and a sense of cozy contentment. A peaceful moment settles over Leonard, bathed in the fire's glow. Leonard seeks solace by a tranquil lake, hoping to outrun the echoes of his past. The serene water reflects Leonard's contemplative mood as he casts his line. Sunlight dances on the water's surface, a gentle reminder of the world's enduring beauty. Nature's embrace offers a momentary escape, yet memories linger like shadows on the water. He waits patiently, the quiet rhythm of fishing a stark contrast to the turmoil within. The distant splash of a fish breaks the silence, a subtle reminder of life's persistent pulse. Sunlight floods the deserted fitness studio, illuminating dust motes in the air. In the echoing silence, Dana wipes down stationary bikes, each squeak amplifying the emptiness. The cloth moves rhythmically over the metal, a small act against the backdrop of a vacant space. The heavy silence underscores the absence of life, a stark contrast to the usual vibrant energy. Trey stands amidst the lively chaos of the street, his phone held high, a beacon in the indifference. His voice rises above the urban symphony, yet it fades into the background noise. Passersby stream past, lost in their worlds, oblivious to Trey's presence. He continues speaking, trying to make himself heard over the crowd. Frustration begins to cloud Trey's face as his efforts meet with vacant stares. A sigh escapes his lips, a visible surrender to the overwhelming anonymity. Inside Leonard's cabin, the night is still as Leonard sits hunched over his laptop, his face illuminated by the screen's glow. Numbers dance across the display, reflecting in Leonard's focused gaze. The soft hum of the computer fills the otherwise silent cabin, adding to the intense concentration. His fingers dance across the keys, a rhythm of dedication and precision. Every calculation is a step deeper into the night, driven by his unwavering commitment. The cabin fades into the background as Leonard remains absorbed, lost in the world of accounting. Leonard wanders through the forest, his figure dwarfed by the towering trees. Sunlight streams through the canopy, painting the forest floor with shifting patterns of light and shadow. He pauses, enveloped by the serenity of the ancient woods. The air is alive with the rustling of leaves and the soft murmur of unseen creatures. Each step deeper into the woods is a journey further into nature's embrace. Lost in the labyrinth of trees, Leonard becomes one with the tranquil wilderness. Sunlight bathes the rustic cabin as Leonard quietly stirs a pot at the stove. The wooden spoon swirls through the simmering contents, each rotation a silent meditation. Warm light floods through the window, illuminating the cozy interior. The cabin exudes a comforting solitude, a peaceful haven. The simple act of stirring transforms into a moment of quiet reflection. Leonard sits by the tranquil lake as the sun descends, painting the horizon with vibrant hues of orange, pink, and purple. The water mirrors the sky's fiery display, creating a breathtaking symphony of colors. The tranquil scene is dominated by the sky's blazing colors. Leonard remains still, captivated by the beauty of the setting sun. The lake's surface reflects the sky, mirroring the beauty of the sunset. Inside Leonard's cabin, the kerosene lamp casts a warm glow, painting the aged wood and simple furnishings with dancing shadows. Leonard sits alone at the checkered table, his brow furrowed in deep concentration. He is deeply engrossed in a solitary game of chess, each move a silent battle of wits. The weight of his next decision hangs heavy in the air. The silence amplifies the intensity of his concentration. Leonard strides along a sun-drenched street, a bag of groceries clutched in his hand. The small town basks in the golden sunlight as Leonard continues his walk. Leonard presses forward, his figure framed by the quaint buildings of the small town. The simple act of carrying groceries transforms into a journey through the heart of the town. Leonard moves along the sunny street, his presence adding life to the quiet town. Morning light streams into Leonard's cabin, illuminating the stillness. He sits at the wooden table, a letter clutched in his hand, the paper aged and worn. His brow furrows as he delves deeper into the words, each line a heavier weight on his shoulders. The weight of the words etches lines of worry onto Leonard's face. Leonard sits motionless, the aged letter heavy in his grasp. Leonard ventures into the serene forest, camera in hand, ready to capture nature's beauty. Sunlight filters through the canopy as Leonard focuses on a delicate wildflower. He captures a close-up of a spiderweb glistening with morning dew. Leonard adjusts his lens, seeking the perfect shot of a distant bird perched high in the trees. A gentle breeze rustles the leaves as Leonard frames a shot of the vibrant forest floor. Satisfied with his captures, Leonard lowers his camera, a peaceful smile gracing his lips. Inside Leonard's dimly lit cabin, shadows dance around him as he sits hunched over his desk. The soft glow of the kerosene lamp casts a warm light on his face, highlighting his furrowed brow. Lost in thought, Leonard meticulously writes in his journal, each word a secret carefully penned. The pen scratches against the paper, its sound the only companion in the stillness of the night. His journal becomes a vessel for his deepest thoughts, a sanctuary where his mind can freely roam. In the quiet solitude of his cabin, Leonard finds solace in the act of writing, a world of his own creation. Leonard plunges into the cool embrace of the lake, slicing through the water with determined strokes. Sunlight dances on the water's surface as Leonard continues his swim, each stroke a testament to his strength. Ripples spread outward, disturbing the tranquil surface as Leonard pushes further into the lake's depths. The distant shore shrinks behind him, Leonard's figure a solitary silhouette against the vast expanse of water. Leonard pauses, treading water as he surveys the horizon, a moment of serene contemplation. With renewed resolve, Leonard resumes his swim, disappearing into the shimmering distance, a master of his domain. Sunlight floods Leonard's secluded cabin, illuminating the dust motes dancing in the air. Leonard, etched with the marks of time, labors intently over a delicate mechanism. His brow furrows as he meticulously adjusts the intricate components of his creation. The workbench, a testament to his dedication, overflows with an array of specialized tools. Sunlight filters through the canopy, painting shifting patterns on the forest floor as Leonard begins his task. Leonard surveys the area, his eyes scanning for suitable firewood. He bends low, his movements deliberate as he selects a fallen branch. With a grunt of effort, he grasps the branch firmly in his hand. Straightening, Leonard adds the branch to the growing pile in his arms. The growing bundle of firewood hints at the approaching evening chill. Inside Leonard's cabin, night descends, casting long shadows that dance with the rhythm of unheard melodies. Lost in the music, Leonard remains still, his face bathed in the soft glow of a solitary lamp. The focused expression on Leonard's face deepens as the music swells, revealing a profound connection to the sound. In the quiet solitude of his cabin, Leonard is completely absorbed, surrendering to the immersive embrace of his music. Leonard stands on a busy sidewalk, a picture of intent focus amidst the hustle. He gestures emphatically, his words painting vivid pictures for the local. The local leans in, captivated, as Leonard continues his animated narrative. Leonard pauses, a thoughtful expression crossing his face as he gathers his thoughts. The local nods slowly, absorbing each word as if it held profound significance. Together, they form a tableau of intense conversation amidst the backdrop of daily life. Sunlight streams into Leonard's rustic cabin, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. At a weathered wooden table, Leonard sits immersed in memories, a sea of old photos spread before him. His gnarled fingers gently caress the faded images, each touch a silent story. Each photograph whispers tales of bygone days, of laughter and tears, of love and loss. In the quiet solitude of his cabin, Leonard relives the tapestry of his life, one photograph at a time. The cabin fades into soft focus as Leonard continues to sit, each photograph a tangible memory held close to his heart. Bathed in the forest's dappled sunlight, Leonard stands motionless, a pair of binoculars pressed against his face. He shifts his gaze, binoculars in hand, as he surveys the towering oak. The forest echoes with birdsong as Leonard continues his silent watch. Leonard lowers his binoculars, his gaze now fixed on a distant point, lost in thought. The interior of Leonard's cabin is cast in a gentle darkness, the starlight painting soft shadows across the room. Leonard stands in silhouette, gazing upwards at the mysteries held within the night sky. The soft glow of starlight accentuates the cabin's rustic charm, highlighting the simple life within. Leonard remains still, lost in contemplation as the universe unfolds above him. The quiet solitude of the cabin amplifies Leonard's connection to the expansive night. His silhouette is a stark contrast against the celestial canvas, a solitary figure in a vast universe. Leonard peacefully navigates the serene lake as the sun's radiant glow dances across the water. The sun's rays shimmer on the lake, creating a dazzling display of light. Leonard continues to row, enjoying the tranquility of the open water. The gentle ripples expand across the lake as Leonard rows. Inside the rustic cabin, Leonard stands motionless before his canvas, a solitary figure consumed by his art. His eyes narrow with intense concentration, his mind a whirlwind of creative energy. With delicate precision, Leonard begins to paint, each stroke deliberate and full of purpose. The brush dances across the canvas, bringing color and life to the scene. Leonard steps back, head tilted, eyes assessing his work. Satisfied, Leonard returns to his painting, ready to lose himself once more in the world of art. Sunlight streams through the forest canopy, painting shifting patterns on the ground as nature watches over Leonard. Leonard sits in tranquil meditation, a statue of peace amidst the vibrant life of the forest. He breathes deeply, drawing the essence of the forest into his soul, becoming one with the stillness around him. The forest holds its breath, as if nature itself pauses to honor Leonard's profound connection. Inside the quiet cabin, Leonard is deep in slumber. The night enfolds the cabin. Leonard remains still. Shadows lengthen. Leonard continues to sleep. The cabin creaks softly. Leonard slumbers undisturbed. In the stillness of the night, Leonard is lost in dreams. The world outside fades away. Leonard sleeps soundly. Under the bright sun, Leonard begins his walk towards the town library, his figure a silhouette against the vibrant day. The library awaits, a beacon of knowledge under the clear, sunny sky. With purpose in his stride, Leonard continues his journey, each step bringing him closer to the library's embrace. The sun casts long shadows as Leonard advances, the library growing larger with each step. Leonard approaches the entrance, the promise of stories and wisdom drawing him near. He steps into the library, leaving the bright day behind as he enters a world of words. In the fitness studio, Dana's fatigue is palpable as she wipes down the mirror, her movements heavy. Each swipe across the glass seems to echo her weariness. The pristine surface reflects not just the room, but also her exhaustion. Even the air seems thick with her unspoken struggle. Trey stands at a vibrant street corner, his table a beacon of fitness promises amidst the urban hustle. He energetically gestures, his voice a persuasive call to those who hurry past. The fitness products arrayed before him glisten with the allure of transformation. His eyes dart, seeking that spark of interest in the faces that blur by. Each gesture is a calculated move, a dance of persuasion in the heart of the city. The street pulses with life, a relentless river of potential customers. In the quiet solitude of his cabin, Leonard is sitting at a wooden desk. Sunlight filters through the window, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Leonard focuses intently, penning a letter. The cabin is filled with the gentle glow of the sun. Each word is carefully written. The dust motes dance in the air, as if celebrating his work. Leonard begins his walk through the dense forest, his loyal dog trotting beside him. Sunlight streams through the canopy, painting the forest floor with delicate patterns of light and shadow. The dog sniffs at the base of a towering tree, curious about the sense of the forest. Leonard pauses, his gaze sweeping across the tranquil landscape, absorbing the serenity of his surroundings. They continue their journey deeper into the woods, their figures disappearing among the trees. Inside his dimly lit cabin, Leonard is sitting alone, the glow of the laptop screen casting shadows across his weathered face. The flickering light dances over his features as he leans forward slightly, engaged in the conversation. His eyes reflect the screen's glow, mirroring the intensity of the exchange. The cabin's shadows deepen around him, amplifying the sense of solitude amidst the digital connection. He pauses, listening intently, the silence broken only by the hum of the laptop. In the quiet of the night, Leonard's focus remains unwavering, his every expression reflecting the weight of the conversation. Beside the tranquil lake, Leonard carefully spreads out a checkered blanket, preparing a serene picnic spot. Sunlight glimmers on the water as Leonard begins to unpack the picnic basket, anticipation building in the air. The picnic blanket lies perfectly arranged, awaiting the feast to come. Leonard arranges the contents of the basket, setting the stage for a delightful meal by the water. The tranquil lake reflects the sunlight, enhancing the idyllic setting of Leonard's picnic. With everything in place, Leonard pauses, ready to enjoy the peaceful moment and the beauty of the day. Sunlight floods Leonard's cabin, illuminating the tranquil scene as dust motes dance in the air. Leonard carefully arranges each book, ensuring perfect order. The books, each meticulously placed, form a silent narrative of Leonard's life. In the quiet of the cabin, time seems to slow as Leonard loses himself in his task. Bathed in the filtered sunlight of the forest, Leonard's brow glistens with sweat as he dedicates himself to planting trees. Each tree he plants is a testament to his unwavering commitment to the earth. The dappled sunlight dances around him, highlighting his focused determination. With each sapling finding its place, the forest echoes with silent promises of renewal and growth. Leonard surveys his work, a quiet satisfaction washing over him as he envisions a thriving forest. In the heart of Leonard's cabin, a single kerosene lamp casts a golden glow, illuminating the quiet solitude. Bathed in the lamp's warm light, Leonard intently studies a book of poems, his brow furrowed in thought. The weight of words and the depth of verses draw Leonard deeper into contemplation. Lost in the rhythm and rhyme, the outside world fades as Leonard immerses himself in the verses. Each line of poetry seems to carve a deeper line into Leonard's thoughtful face. In the soft glow, the cabin transforms into a sanctuary of thought, with Leonard at its center. Under the expansive day sky, Leonard dedicates his time to a local charity, embodying selflessness. Leonard smiles genuinely as he helps those in need, adding warmth to the scene. Leonard's calm and gentle demeanor provides a sense of comfort to those around him. Leonard's presence brings a sense of hope and support to the local community. The town thrives with Leonard's charitable efforts, reflecting a spirit of unity and care. Sunlight floods the fitness studio, setting the stage for an invigorating session. Dana, full of energy, begins to guide her class with sharp, encouraging movements. Each movement is precise, and Dana's encouragement fills the bright, airy space. The class follows Dana, their movements mirroring her energy and precision. Dana's leadership creates a dynamic, supportive atmosphere in the sunlit studio. The studio is alive with movement and positive energy under Dana's guidance. Trey stands on the bustling sidewalk, a beacon of enthusiasm amidst the everyday rush. He holds out a flyer, his smile widening as he makes eye contact with someone passing by. The vibrant colors of the flyers flutter gently in the breeze, catching the sunlight. A passerby reaches out, their fingers brushing Trey's as they accept the offered flyer. Trey's smile radiates genuine warmth, lighting up the faces of those around him. In the heart of Leonard's cabin, sunbeams ignite a dance of sawdust as Leonard stands hunched over his workbench. With focused precision, he hammers nails into the wood, each strike resonating in the quiet cabin. Motes of sawdust swirl around him, catching the light as he continues to assemble the birdhouse. The birdhouse takes shape under his hands, a testament to his dedication. Each nail hammered is a step closer to completion, a labor of love unfolding in the warm light. The cabin air is thick with the scent of wood and the promise of new life as the birdhouse nears completion. In the heart of the sun-drenched forest, Leonard kneels, his focus absolute as he tends to a wounded squirrel. With infinite care, he cleans the squirrel's leg, his touch, a soothing balm on its delicate skin. A rabbit sits nearby, its eyes reflecting trust, while a bird perched on a branch watches with quiet curiosity. The forest holds its breath, a sanctuary of healing under the watchful eyes of its gentle inhabitants. Leonard finishes tending to the squirrel, now resting comfortably near him. The dim light in Leonard's cabin casts long shadows as he sits at his desk, lost in thought. His pen moves swiftly across the page, filling it with words under the soft glow of the lamp. He pauses, his fingers lightly strumming the strings of the guitar resting in his lap. Concentration etched on his face, Leonard returns to his writing, the cabin silent save for the scratching of his pen. Under a bright sun, Leonard enjoys a peaceful day fishing with a friend on the serene lake. The calm water reflects the clear sky, enhancing the tranquil scene as Leonard patiently waits. Sunlight dances on the water's surface, casting shimmering patterns around Leonard and his friend. The gentle lapping of waves and the warmth of the sun create a perfect setting for a relaxing day of fishing. Leonard continues to fish, enjoying the simple pleasures of nature and good company under the radiant sun. Sunlight streams into Leonard's cabin, illuminating the dust motes dancing in the air. Leonard, weathered by time, stands at the stove, a practiced hand stirring a simmering pot. The aroma of stew fills the cabin, a comforting promise in the rustic space. He pauses, glancing towards a worn armchair, anticipation tightening his features. His gaze lingers on the empty chair, a silent question hanging in the air. The simmering stew and waiting chair create a scene of quiet expectancy. In the heart of the forest, Leonard gestures grandly, presenting the panorama to his companion. Sunlight dapples through the canopy, illuminating the ancient trees. The air hums with the sounds of unseen creatures. Leonard's face is animated as he shares his love for this natural sanctuary. The forest, a vibrant tapestry of life, stretches out before them. Inside Leonard's cozy cabin, the night comes alive with music. Leonard's friend joins in, their instruments blending in harmony. The cabin resonates with joyful melodies, filling every corner with warmth. Their combined passion creates a symphony of friendship and music. The night deepens, but inside, the music keeps the spirit bright and alive. Under the vast sky, Leonard and his friend stroll down the street. Sunlight bathes the street as Leonard and his friend amble forward, their shadows stretching behind them. Leonard and his friend continue their walk, their forms moving in tandem through the heart of town. The rhythm of footsteps echoes as Leonard and his friend continue their unhurried journey. Leonard and his friend proceed, their figures receding into the distance, leaving behind only the quiet hum of the town. The fitness studio pulses with rhythmic energy, treadmills hum, and weights clang. Dana, in her mid-30s, athletic and focused, stands tall amidst the vibrant chaos. A client struggles, gasping for air, muscles burning after an intense set of squats. Dana watches her client intently, her expression a mix of encouragement and expectation. The client's face is flushed, sweat glistening as she fights to regain her breath. The rhythmic sounds of the gym continue, a relentless backdrop to their personal struggle. Trey is absorbed in his work, his movements precise and focused. He pauses briefly, his gaze sweeping over the scene. With renewed determination, Trey resumes his task, his actions now even more deliberate. He steps back to assess his progress, his expression thoughtful. Satisfied with his efforts, Trey nods slightly, a hint of pride in his eyes. Sunlight filters into Leonard's cabin, illuminating the stillness and the scent of pine. Inside the rustic cabin, Leonard sits at the table, a genuine smile transforming his face. His eyes crinkle at the corners, radiating warmth and contentment in the quiet solitude. The cabin is filled with the scent of pine and old wood, a peaceful retreat. Leonard stands at the serene lake's edge, basking in the sun's golden embrace. He inhales deeply, the fresh air filling his lungs as a wave of liberation washes over him. The sun's warmth envelops him, melting away the shadows of the past. The tranquil lake mirrors his newfound peace, reflecting a horizon of endless possibilities. Each breath is a step further from the turmoil, a step closer to serenity. He stands as a silhouette against the glistening water, reborn in the light of a new day. Leonard pauses outside the rustic cabin, the air still and serene. He stands firm, a silhouette of resilience against the backdrop of reclaiming peace. The cabin calls to him, a sanctuary where tranquility is not just found but earned. Leonard breathes deeply, his expression softening as he embraces the solace of his surroundings.